Return of the Archons. All right, we're going to review this classic original Star Trek episode using my space system. Story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. 2 is the best you can get in any category. I'm going to give the storyline a 2 out of 2. This is your standard Star Trek. They land on a planet. There's a bunch of weird-ass crap going on. They got to figure it out, stop it. Screw the Prime Directive. Well, they did give a good reason on this one. He's like, well, what about the Prime Directive? And he's like, well, this place is being run by a computer, so it's not really being allowed to actually progress. So, yeah, why not? Look, if Kirk decides to break it or not break it, it's the right decision because it's Captain Kirk, and he always makes the right decision. Even when his decisions are wrong, they're still right. Yeah, I mean, look, this is the Landru one. I kind of love this episode. I'm still going to be a bit critical, but I do like the story. You got this society come there, and they're having this big festival, and they're like, "I'm of the body," and and tranquility and peace, and all this other rubbish. And all of a sudden, everyone starts beating the crap out of each other, and you're like, "Well." The society is like so. It's sort of like, I don't want to say it's like exactly like the Pon Far, because I feel like that's more like a sexual thing. But this is like, it's like The Purge, that series of horror films, or whatever they are. It's like these people live in this society where everything is great. They're just like, zombified, happy all the time. But eventually their emotions and their desires and their like, barbaric natures are going to take over, and they just lose their minds for a little bit, and then everything goes back to normal. So that's kind of the story. You have a couple of people who are kind of who are in a faction to try to stop this and figure out what's going on. You have these monks that have like these like staffs and everything. So we're going to get to those guys in a minute. Yeah, I like the storyline. I think it's good. For the pacing, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 2. I think it's actually pretty fast paced. Like, they get there, stuff happens right away. They're figuring stuff out right away. I love when the monks come and they're like, "You're coming with us," and they're like, "No, I'm not going." And then they're just like, Spock's like, "I don't think they're programmed. They're not programmed for disobedience or something." "You're coming with us." Like, "No, I'm not." Oh, okay. And again, this is one of these Kirk outsmarts the computer. IBM computers fear Kirk could beat ChatGPT or whatever. Look, I liked it. I thought it was pretty neat, and like, screw those monks. So there you go. For artistry, I'm gonna give it a 1.5 on this one. I think everything looks cool. I like the computer at the end. I am watching the upgraded versions. It doesn't really play a big factor here, but some of their laser shots or whatever, phaser blasts, I guess, are enhanced. But I'm watching the Blu-ray upgraded versions, and the monks they look pretty scary. So you might not want to rebel against them. They've got that little not cave, but they have that little cave area. That's kind of cool. So yeah, I like the artistry here. For the characters, I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 2. I really like the characters in this one. Obviously, Kirk, Spock, McCoy, all those guys are great. I like the two guys who are kind of scared, and that faction that want to go against Landru and stuff, but they're a little bit scared. Yeah, so I actually really liked everybody in this. I thought, I did feel bad for the society. They kind of got screwed with this Landru guy. I thought Landru was pretty funny also. I like the guy that looks like Landru. He's kind of the projection. He was kind of cool. So all in all, I actually really like the characters here. For the enjoyment factor, I'm going to give this a 1.5. I actually kind of like this one. You could maybe pick it apart a little bit, but yeah, overall I still really thought it was kind of cool. It's not a 10, but it's a 9 out of 10, so I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. I think it is a pretty good one. It's sort of your standard good. Yeah, that was good. I like that. Like one of those Star Treks you watch, you're like, that was good. I really like this one. That was really good. It's not one of these, oh my God, my mind is blown, this is one of the greatest things ever. But it's still really cool. I know that Kirk outsmarting the computer, that's always a weird thing, but I don't know, I kind of liked it. I mean, look, Landru was an ass. So if you want more in-depth reviews, check out my good friend Clobberin Time's Saturday Night Star Trek. Every Saturday night they do 4 episodes of Star Trek. They've been doing it since the dawn of time. Check those guys out. The link is in the description. If you like my space system, Please like the video and consider subscribing. I'm close to 1,500. I want to get there. But I want to thank everybody that already is a subscriber. And if you've been watching all these, thank you so much. I've had a lot of fun doing them. Try and do them fast and furious. Get them out there. That's that. Let me know what your thoughts are on this episode. And that is all. Until next time.